With trucker strikes and rising inflation, food shortages are becoming a big problem. Don't let yourself get caught unprepared. Buy a food survival kit today from My Patriot Supply and save. Over 2,000 calories a day to keep you healthy and strong, with a 25-year shelf life to ensure it's ready for you when the shit hits the fan. Go to www.bit.ly/CMSPNfood, order your supplies today, and invest in yourself and your family now before it's too late. www.bit.ly/CMSPNfood, My Patriot Supply.
What's going on, everybody? It is Chris Aiken, and it is time once again for another edition of Chris Aiken Presents. And today I am going to be presenting to you a new show that has just debuted over there at Amazon Prime. The show is called The Outlaws. Now, in theory, this would be something that I like. It's a comedy, has Christopher Walken, who I definitely like, and it's written by Elgin James. And for those that don't know, Elgin James is the co-creator and now the main writer of Mayans MC, which is one of my absolute favorite TV shows that is out there today. It's out there. They have a new season getting ready to come up middle of this month, which I definitely will be reviewing on Chris Aiken Presents as soon as it debuts. But I'm a big fan of his work. He's a fantastic writer, at least with Mayans. And like I said, this comedic series has been released on Amazon Prime. It has Christopher Walken, which automatically made me think that it would be cool. And so I decided to give it a watch. And it's a bag of shit. No two ways about it with this one, folks. This show stinks. It stinks to high heaven for 800 different reasons that we can all say. Now, the most obvious, although it's not necessarily a factor for me, but you could just look at this picture that we're showing right here and just tell. Could they go any further? They're a Chinese guy away from having the full racial diversity thing that Hollywood is so desperately trying to push into this thing. You got white guys, you got Indian, black woman. You know, you're stretching the character base here, which fine with me if they're the best actors. But if you watch this show, you'll realize that there are many better actors and actresses than these people. They really do not do a good job here. And it's not because of their racial makeup. It's just because their acting stinks in this show. It's just that simple, really. The premise is that these guys are all, they're all convicted scumbags, and they've all broken some law, and they're kind of sentenced to community service. And the community service that is to take an old dilapidated building and turn it into a community center. Clean it up, get rid of all the graffiti and spray paint and all the dead animals, and basically clean this building up. It's an absolute disaster. And these guys, for their community service, have been sentenced to fix this building up. And what ends up happening is they find a big bag of money hidden in the rafters somewhere in the building. So that's the basic premise of this damn show. And again, I thought it was going to be really good when I saw that Elgin James wrote it, because this guy is really good. And, and Stephen Merchant is a co-writer on this who worked with The Office. So in theory, it just sounded like it was going to be really good, but it is just terrible. Walken, for his part, and he's not a main star, but because he's Christopher Walken, he's kind of the main guy that you notice. He is just walking through the motions to get his paycheck. It's just that simple. There's just no two ways about it with this. He's not doing his normal level of good work. And the rest of these people are just completely not believable. And that to me is the biggest problem with this show, is it's just not believable. Yeah, and I get it, it's a comedy. It's not supposed to necessarily be the most believable thing in the world, but this is shit. No two ways about it. This is dog shit. I made it through the season that's up there online, 6 or 7 episodes, and I really struggled to get to the end of this thing. I wanted to turn it off at least 10 different points in the show because it's just not very good. So, I could go on and on just beating on it. I'm not going to. This is a pretty simple review here. Again, if you are interested, the show is called The Outlaws. It is on Amazon Prime. It is a comedy. Has Christopher Walken in it. Has whoever these people are. And that's that, really. I mean, if your threshold for bad TV is really, really high, you might dig it. This is low end of the totem pole, and it's especially surprising considering that there's money behind it, and they definitely had big people in it, or good people in it, at least behind the scenes writing it. But this is a bag of shit, folks. I'm going to give this 2 thumbs down and an avoid at all cost. Not my favorite, not even by a little bit. So that is going to do it for this episode of Chris Aiken Presents. Again, The Outlaws, Amazon Prime if you're really interested. And as far as Chris Aiken Presents, I hope you're interested in that. And if you are, please do all the podcasty things. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know. Maybe you think this show is great and I suck. And if that's the case, I wouldn't mind hearing that either. Just want to know what you think of this or of Chris Aiken Presents. So until next time, I have been Chris Aiken, and guess what, folks? I will be again tomorrow. See ya!